Peter Wright against Wesley Plaisier is on the way. But earlier tonight, Ricardo Pietreczko won by 3-0 against Zhong Xiaoqian of China. And I caught up with a German after his victory.
He leads 1-0, and I think it's an important moment for me to check the 158. And yeah, I know I don't know if I don't check this, I can lose this game.
How does it feel being up on that stage again a year on from last year when you ran Luke Humphries so close in round 3? Is it nice to be back up there?
Yeah, it's really don't know the English word for this. Unbelievable to stay here a second time. Yeah, I hope it goes further than the second round. Sorry.
Well, you now have a few days off. You don't play Ian Danter until Monday, I think. So what are you going to do between now and then?
Okay. Yeah, I think we go to the Christmas market and sightseeing to London, and then I must play.
There you go, Ricardo Pietreczko going to take advantage of the glue vine on offer somewhere in the Christmas markets round here. And then it's Jan van Veen on Monday for him, Chris Mason.
Yeah, and that's a different proposition again. Jan van Veen is a player who's on the ascendancy and someone that we've all been keeping a sharp eye on for probably the last 3 years or so, and we expect massive things from him, and that's going to be a proper game of darts, because I think Pietreczko, the way it worked out, listen, he'd love to have been in the Slam, he'd love to have been in the Players' Championship finals, but his game was having a little wobble during that period, hence why he didn't qualify for them. And I think by not playing in them, it giving him advantage of staying at home and working on what was wrong. And in elements tonight in his match, he very much got it right against Zhong.
And your reaction to what we've just seen there, Fallon Sherrock going out 3-2 to Ryan Meikle?
Yeah, and obviously it's plain to see not 100% Fallon. She has her own health concerns at the moment, which she's dealing with. And listen, the one thing you get from Fallon every time she gets on that hockey is 100%. She gives it everything. Outscored him in the 180s, outscored him in the 140s, only one less score between a ton and 1-2-1. Just missed the odd double here and there. That ton finish in leg 1 in the final set, she's pinned the 60 with dart 1, just couldn't make the adjustment on darts 2 and 3 to find tops. That goes in. She won leg 2 anyway. She finds herself 2-0 up. The pressure is on Meikle, and he looked in spells in that match a little fragile. And well, good luck Saturday night, because you're going to need it.
Well, 3-ton plus finishes would certainly help against Littler. He got that tonight, did Ryan Meikle.
He might not get a go at him.
He may not. And Luke Littler, we should say congratulations to him as well, because he did win the Young Sports Personality of the Year.
What a lovely moment for our sport that is.
Yeah, well, you know, all the years that Phil Taylor never won the main award, Luke's won the Young Sports Personality. Keely Hodgkinson, the 800-metre runner who triumphed at the Olympics in Paris, she was the winner of the main award, and many congratulations to her. And I think that's 4 years in a row we've had female winners of the Sports Personality of the Year. Brilliant stuff. Mary Earps and Beth Mead have won it in recent years from memory. But it was Keely Hodgkinson tonight. And Luke Littler will be on that stage against Ryan Meikle on Saturday. But next up, I've no idea what's going to happen in the course of the next half an hour, 40 minutes, because Wesley Plaisier, who was up on that stage against Azimoto of Japan in round 1 and looked nervous as a kitten, but got through in the end, an average of just 82 from Wesley, is about to take on the 2-time world champion Peter Wright, who is defending an awful lot of prize money at these championships, and he's under pressure, Chris Mason, like he has never been for his top 16 spot. in the order of merit.
Yeah, very much like Michael Smith, and of course it works in 2-year cycles, and the form of Peter is a concern, but I just can't see him have not gone away and got it right for this tournament. And listen, I don't believe you become a bad player overnight. Yes, his form has dipped and he's shown vulnerabilities and he's not the same player, but that's not saying he can't recapture some of that magic. And listen, I wasn't particularly impressed with Plaisier. He got through in the end, but he was battling with a player averaging under 80. As bad as some of the performances, well, to give an example, the last 5 matches for Peter Wright, competitive ones, he's not averaged over 89. But an 89 average may well be enough on this occasion.
We use the word embroiled a lot sometimes for those contests, and Wesley Plaisier definitely got embroiled in that first round encounter. But he admitted to me afterwards in the interview just how nervous he was getting up on that Ali Pali stage. So maybe now he's worked out some of those kinks, some of those nerves, he might be a bit more relaxed. He certainly looks relaxed as he's conducting the crowd to his intro music based on that Dido hit Stan. And now he waits for John McDonald to introduce his opponent ahead of this second round encounter.
Gentlemen, he is a 2-time Scotland World Cup champion, the winner of 48 PDC titles worldwide, taking part in his 16th World Championship, the winner of 2 European Championships, a World Match Play champion. Ladies and gentlemen, a 2-time champion of the world.
So Snakebite makes his way to the stage. He's let the beard grow out a little bit. It's not a goatee anymore.
It's more of a Father Christmas.
It is, and he's wearing he looks quite demure by recent World Championship standards. He was the Christmas Grinch a couple of years ago, complete with green gloves and everything, but tonight it's a purple and white dart shirt with a Santa belt across the bottom of the design, the purple mohawk, and now he skips across the stage to his pick.
Play, and Asamoah, to his credit, didn't let him play in the early stages. He just did enough to not allow Wesley Plaisier to sort of get a foothold in the match or get any kind of momentum or relax. Like I say, I'd be amazed if Pete just ironed out a few issues, so his game's even if it's not where it was, even at 70, the guy's so talented and was so good. Even if he can produce 75% of the player he was, that could well be enough to win this game. In my opinion, I may be a mile off and Plaisier come out and average 100, but I certainly haven't seen anything that would indicate that's going to happen. But darts is, of course, all very much on the day.
And speaking of darts, we need to get a close look at what Peter Wright is using this evening. He's got a whole myriad of different stems, barrels, flights.
Well, the stem and flight matches the attire.
Yes, he's got purple translucent. It could be a moulded stem and flight.
I think it is, yeah.
That he's got there.
Well, his manufacturer, Wimmer, they've released several variables of these moulded stems in recent months. So Plaisier, of course, using identical setup, and well, that's already a better visit than we've seen from him in the opening set of his first match. But he's back actually using something very similar to the darts he had the most success with, but the points look too long for me. The darts don't look balanced.
Yeah.
I don't understand a player of his standing and time in the game that he can throw something that he thinks, oh, they look all right.
Yeah, the points look incredibly long. They look
they're
very
landing
much
in
out of proportion.
awkward-looking angles, aren't they?
Yeah, and the stem and the flight are also very short, almost snubby, and it just makes the dart look very
imbalanced.
Yes. Well, it might work for him. I mean, we shouldn't be too dismissive, but Plaisier is already dismissing his total. From 501, he's down to 186 from 9 darts. Wright,
60.
Only 60 with that third visit, so he's only just broken 400 with 9 darts.
I find it interesting that Peter just, when he throws for example, the last 3 darts, he's given him a quizzical look, and I'm like, well, surely you've been using these in practice. Surely you would have come on stage and given them a run out. That's a ton. He's still not down to a finish. 251. Wesley down to 126.
Ain't that 106? Has that sort of style where he purses his lips as he throws in a Dave Whitcomb style.
Yeah, it's funny
manner.
how people use the mouth for pressure, isn't it?
Yeah. Like you see Leonard Gates with his mouth wide open when he throws. Adrian Lewis used to open his mouth as he threw. Dave Whitcomb used to purse his lips. Leighton Rees used to sneer.
Yeah.
Treble 14 for double 16 for Wesley Plaisier. Just on the outside and just on the inside. But he'll be back for double 8 because Wright's still not down to a finish.
Now at the moment, Wright finding little to nothing to give me any kind of hope that my thoughts were correct. Double 8 for Wesley Plaisier, and this would be, if he hits it in 1 dart, no, so this would be a 20 darter if he gets it, a 21 darter.
He's pinned double 2.
And at this level, that's
a Pyrrhic victory, I think they would call it. Feels a bit empty having won a leg, but having taken 21 darts on your own throw to get there.
140.
Well, is it now the case that Wright's had a leg and he's going to start to settle?
So Wesley, who won the WDF World Masters,
yeah, he's won them back to back, which is some feat. It's not quite the same tournament as it used to be. Both of these in for Peter Wright, and that's a max.
Well, that's more like the Peter Wright that we know and love.
Yeah, that's the version of Peter Wright I was expecting to see this evening.
So it's his throw in leg 2. Plaisier responds with a ton, but he's way behind after 6 darts apiece. Wright will get down to a finish after 9 darts. Could it be a 2-dart kill?
This kind of leg, though, for Peter Wright just sends out a message to his opponent. Oh, right. Okay, Peter may have got it right, and I don't care who you are. If he does get it right, you're in a world of trouble.
So bull double 16's the outshot for Peter Wright here to level things up. He's got the bull double 16 for 1-1. He's way inside, so up for double 8 next door, and he's just outside on the wire. So an outside chance here for Plaisier, Mace. 1-2-7.
Only needs 1 treble in the combination here. He's hit a single 20, so treble 19. Oh, he doesn't get. You could hear the click off the wire. That's how close it was. So Peter does come back. This is for a 13 darter. This is how good this leg has been.
And there it is, pinned in 1 dart on that visit from Peter Wright to make it 1 apiece in this first set for the Scot, World Cup winner. But he's lost his last 6 games on television, Peter Wright, with averages in the 80s and no better.
Yeah, his last 5 recorded matches have been less than 89.
And as we mentioned right at the start of this commentary, his position amongst the top 16 in the world is very much in jeopardy going into these championships. He needs a good run. He needs to go deep into this tournament. And it's Plaisier with the throw in leg 3. It's pretty nip and tuck here. 317 plays 322 in favour of Plaisier just after 6 darts apiece. And the big Dutchman pops in a 140.
Is there any small Dutch people? I don't think I've ever met any.
No, he is at least 6'2", maybe 6'3".
I mean, I know they're the biggest race in the world.
Are they really?
Yeah, the Dutch. Yeah.
No
in terms
idea.
of height, yeah. The
Every
tallest,
day is a school day with you, mate.
tallest race in the world.
See, I always need a few terms at the University of Life, and that's where you come in.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're certainly not the University of Schooling. I didn't go.
Peter Wright looking for a maximum to get down from 264. 140 will do, but Plaisier wants 77 to go back in front in this first set.
The only GSC I ever had was a Vauxhall. Oh no, that was a GTE, sorry. It's close.
Tops for Plaisier, knots gone. So Peter Wright has an outside chance to break here, but 1-2-4 has got to go. And again, he settles on the off key.
Treble 18 and ball.
Oh, hits 4, way the other side of the treble 18 bed. 80 left. Double top for Plaisier. And he can stare right at double top, the height of it. He's pinned it with one dart. Back in front, 2-1. Neither player extending themselves too much. Wright's pretty much on the average he's been hitting in these recent TV games of 85, 87.
100.
Plaisier similarly 87 or so, so it is very, very close.
Yeah, very much sort of playing to type.
42.
It's Charlie Costafine who's calling. Our referee on stage, one of the younger referees who's been brought in, Russ Bray, has handed in his microphone 91. And he's working in a ambassadorial role for
he's
the
meant to be
PDC
retired, but I see more of Russ now than I have ever.
He's here. He's helping to spread the good word of the PDC, particularly around the Southeast Asian markets, Japan.
Yeah, he's very much involved now, going on the tours and showing encouragement. A 180
encouragement for Peter Wright.
His second.
So he's got a chance to get back on level terms, down to 130 after 9 darts. 59. So definitely a chance of a 12 darter to make it 2-2. 130, treble 20 the first target. Oh, he hits single 1, so that won't go. Can he lay it up to a 2-dart finish? He can with 81 scored.
Yeah, that was an important dart. Any hope of Wesley, or any hope he may have had of getting back in this leg, was shattered. 82 takes him down to 2-1-8. He leads 2-1 in set 1. Peter Wright 49 for a little. Oh dear. It's gone for a single 9 in it, double 9. It's 18 scored, 31 left, 15 for double 8.
Well, he's hit single 15, so double 8, 1 dart only, and he's inside, but he's safe because Plaisier is back on 218 points.
Yeah, it's just scruffy darts, isn't it? He's putting himself under it when he took a little bit more care.
Double 4 for Snakebite for a 2-2 first set. That's what we have. So Plaisier has the darts for the chance to close out this first set of this second round encounter on talkSPORT 2. Beat Josh Rock in a Players' Championship event final in October. And he was only second on the Challenge Tour Order of Merit behind Connor Scott, who was so superb in winning yesterday.
Yeah,
although we must say Luke Woodhouse has also matched him for a 100+ average in these championships. Connor was the only one prior to that who'd done it so far in these championships. He had double trouble against Azimoto, missed 27 of 38 attempts at double in that first round encounter. But he's steady enough in this deciding leg. 99 and 100 scored, right back on 405, but he should get on terms just about, just 3 points behind. Very tense.
Plaisier averaging mid-80s, right? 88, 85, which is, well, unfortunately for him, where his game is at the moment. But I think there's something left.
Just the final match of the night. A round 2 encounter.
140.
Peter Wright hits a 140, but he's not happy with it.
Well, he didn't really have a lot of choice there with the sequence of darts. So he has ended up with a bogey, but Plaisier's hit a ton. This is the 5th leg of set 1. He's down to 104, right from 165. Should be 19s. Well, he's old school, straight in the treble 20. And again, so 45 left, single 13. Oh, he's opting for tops. So if Plaisier doesn't take this out, right in with a real chance of breaking throw in set 1 and winning the opening set. And then single 18. Well, Wright will be back because that's a 20. So this is a massive opportunity, and we both agreed that it was key to Wright's success in this match to win the opening set.
Double top for the set. And Peter Wright nails it with that one dart. And he breaks the Plaisier throw to win the set against the darts and give himself the best possible start. The two-time world champion leads Wesley Plaisier. We'll bring you the second set next here on your home of darts on the radio. talkSPORT 2 at the PDC World Championships.
I hope you don't mind me asking. We had 2 lads on who obviously are trying to establish themselves as the best in the world, and now the new faces of darts. How much does that motivate you to puff your chest out a little bit and say, I'm still the man?
Listen, I've been doing this for 15 years. They've been doing it for 1.5 year. Luke Littler, not even a year. So they have still a long run to go. So we're going to talk in 5 years' time. Do you know what I mean?
Brilliant. Brilliant.
But they're doing really well at the moment, and they've been their credit for the sport of darts and how more competitive it is, how better it is.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to the battles. Even I didn't perform well in the last 12 months. I still played, I think, Littler 12 times. I still beat him 6 times. He beat me 6 times. You know what I mean? So
but I just mean, as you get older as athletes, you need a new reason, don't you, to get up and do it.
You always, it starts where you need to have joy in what you do.
Yes.
And after that, you need to have dedication, and from there on, and of course, talent. Because without talent, I can practice football 24 hours a day and never going to be a great footballer. But you need the total package has to be right. And always set yourself a target. Sometimes they ask me, what's your target? I love what I do, so that's my target. You know what I mean? I like it. I like to perform on stage and make myself and everyone in the crowd and people at home happy.
Yeah,
that's my target.
Brilliant. Have you been surprised what the year that Luke Littler's had? When we spoke to you this time last year, he just won the junior tournament and he was going into the Worlds.
Yeah, but he was always a massive talent.
Yeah.
So of course, what he did since is incredible. Good, but not only that, what do you think Luke Humphries has been doing in the last 18 months?
Yeah.
It's great as well. But I think that's good. More phases, more great battles. People talk about it, then sport gets bigger.
Yeah.
And we have more to talk about.
I've been in the crowd a few times when this man has entertained.
Yeah.
And I will say he's one of the best entertainers I've seen, from not just from darts, from
a
performance point of view.
Just be yourself, that's enough.
But I'm saying you give us in the crowd great moments. And you've inspired a few drinks, let's put it that way.
Through the comfort break that we've had here at Alexandra Palace, just trying to get his game right, because crucially, Chris Mason, Wright took that set against the darts.
Yeah, and played very well in doing so, showing all his experience, certainly in the 5th leg of that set at 2-2. Produced a 13-dart break of throw. Ended set 1 with an average of 92.76. Plaisier 85.33, and that's sort of hovering around his tournament numbers, which, as we've already elaborated, weren't particularly impressive. Well, his tournament average is 83.07, so that shows you that's been inflated because of the match average of 85.33. So I think this is Wright's game to lose from here. I think he can build on this 1-0 lead. He can keep. Remember, we've seen what Plaisier was like when he was sort of kept at bay by Azimoto.
Second set underway for the right to face the informed Jermaine Watamena in round 3.
Yeah, that's a completely different proposition for the winner of this one. He looks so good. Tournament average of nearly 99. Watamena.
First maximum from Plaisier tonight at the start of this set. Jim Williams, who I just mentioned there, who's first up tomorrow night against Palin Abrida, he was the player that knocked Peter Wright out last year here at Alexandra Palace.
He's a fascinating player. He has his own joinery business, and darts for him is very much a hobby.
122.
Did well here last year, very much enjoyed himself. And I'm sure we were having conversations between you, me, Mark and Paul Nicholson about whether, you know, he could go full-time and leave the joinery business, but he was adamant that that's not happening.
No, that very much is a generational business that will always be his priority, I feel. But still very capable. Don't think that by being a part-time player, because he's had massive success in the sport over the years.
So we're into this first leg, and a chance for Plaisier to break. 117 is his outshot, and he's hit the treble 20. 17 for tops. Double top for a 117 checkout for our first Tunpless checkout of the match, and he's nailed it. And he almost looked surprised he nailed it. He had to look twice to see that the dart was in that red bit at the top of the board. And he's broken the throw as Plaisier at the start of set 2. So he'll have the darts to kick off leg number 2 against the number 17 seed.
Yeah, 12 dart break of throw as well. Those are the kind of things he was doing that sort of brought us to his attention of being a player that we got to know on the Euro Tour. He was doing great things on the Euro Tour and then sort of seemed to go missing a bit.
11th on the Pro Tour Order of Merit this year, which is pretty impressive. Won the World Masters and the WDF. And he's improved his average appreciably in this second set so far.
And his match average now over 90. Peter Wright hasn't dipped. He's up to 94.32 from 92.76.
Snake bite with this curious setup of long points, short stem flights,
and long barrel,
and long barrels too. Yeah, it's a
long, thin, straight barrels. He used to use the Euro dart, which had the stone diamond grip on them.
Yeah, so sparkly look.
Yeah, and they were the ones. I mean, these are a very similar looking dart, but without that quite aggressive grip on.
Yeah, they're a bit more dull in terms of their look. Stayed on the 19s for that visit, Wright, and he's down to 100. But again, Plaisier's got a finish on here. He's just taken out 117. He wants 114 now. Made that 94. Hits treble 18 for tops. He's got tops again. And he's not pinned it this time, just over the top, Mace.
Yeah, this has got to go for Peter Wright. You can see Plaisier is beginning to grow in confidence, and he's expecting to hit these shots. Tops for Wright. Oh, what a shot for Peter Wright. An instant break back, a ton plus finish, a 14 darter.
Vital, absolutely vital. Just to keep himself motivated and just to demotivate Plaisier at the same time.
Yeah, that's the key thing. I think that's key to victory with Plaisier. You just can't let him bully you. He is that type of player that if he feels like he's got on top of you, that's where his confidence comes from.
Well, that's the second maximum for Plaisier. So he's going to try and break back again. 2 breaks of throw so far in this second set. 41. Peter Wright 1 set to love up if you're just tuning into our Darts on the Radio coverage here on night 3. Chance of a 9 darter has evaporated, but a steady ton to follow up for Plaisier. I can't remember the last time I saw the number 17 next to Peter Wright's name as a seed at a major championship.
It has been a while. Established himself as a top 5 player for so many years.
11 defeats in 13 coming into these championships is a real surprise.
Yeah, it's a worrying trend, but this is the kind of tournament, because it's such a vast field, that you can sometimes find yourself playing someone that is not a Littler or a Humphries or a Smith or a Price, and the list goes on. Oh, hello.
2 treble 20s, leaves him on double 12. Doesn't quite take out Plaisier, but he wanted 12 for double 16. He's hit that.
This is going to be the 3rd consecutive break.
It is, isn't it?
In the set. Unless Plaisier fluffs his lines and Wright can take out 81. Wright leads 1-0, 1-1 in legs in set 2. Double 16 incoming.
On the wire. But pins it with the 2nd dart, and we have that 3rd break in a row.
Super set of darts this. Leg 1 was won by Plaisier in 12 with that 117 out. Leg 2 was won in 14 with the 100 out. And that was a 14 darter from Plaisier. He's averaging 107 and change in set 2.
And yet there's an erratic nature to this set as well, given the breaks of throw, that's really curious to watch. So 2-1 Plaisier, trying to level things up at 1 set apiece in a race to 3. And both are on 420 after their first visit. Plaisier, the tall man who doesn't lean too far forward from the standing position. The left heel is off the ground. Wright, who much more on tiptoe with his left foot, leans more in towards the board.
Yeah, more of a traditional stance, isn't it?
And a very pure orthodox throw that he has too. Plaisier back in the red bit with his first start on this visit. 100 will have to do, but he's staying ahead on the darts in this leg, so he's got a chance to close things out here.
Yeah, 144 in front minus these. Single 20 followed by a treble for Wright.
100.
Needed a 140. Down to 2-2-4. Plaisier leads 2 legs to 1 in set 2. Peter Wright leads 1-0.
Well, that'll do. Leaves himself on tops there. Does Plaisier with a lovely 140.
This has been a fabulous set of darts from him.
Isn't it? At 108 now, his average has crept up by another point since Mace last mentioned it. 140 from Wright will pressurise this. It's got to go, Wesley. Tops for a level game in sets. Just over the top, good marker. Goes further away with dart 2 and doesn't get any closer with dart 3. The door's open for Peter Wright.
Not missed a double in this set until that point to win the set. Treble 20, double 12 for Wright.
Treble 20 hit, double 12 hit. A 4th break in a row. That was a big chance for Wesley Plaisier, not taken, and another efficient 2-dart kill from Peter Wright brings us levels your devils at 2-2 in set 2.
Yeah, fabulous set of darts so far, and right now, with that 84 out, finds himself with the darts to go 2-0 up.
81.
And there's no way he won't, well, he probably might not accept it, that he's been a little fortunate.
Well, you still have that feeling that there's that fragility there from both players, but when you talk about Peter Wright's fragility, it's not something you necessarily think is there for someone so experienced on this stage, but that's a really good 140 from Snakebite.
Yeah, he's down to 280 in the deciding leg of this second set. He leads the set to 0. Plaisier 81 down to 320, so a 40-point lead for Peter Wright, and he's at the hockey. Single 20, it's a bit of a blocker. Moves right, changes the line of attack takes a deflection, goes in the 5. Is he staying there?
45.
Wow.
Well, yeah, you'd have banked on him going downstairs to the 19s.
Well, you should have after dart 1. He's now Plaisier. Finds the treble 20 with dart 1. Only a ton in the end, but down to 220. So he is pressuring the right throws on 2-3-5. Finds a treble 20. Oh, it doesn't follow. That was a strange second dart. Strange third one.
And he holds his arms out as if so, where did that come from as he hits that single 1? So he's down on a finish, but a tough one, a 154. Plaisier down to at least 140. Make that 80 with a 140 scored at just the right time.
Yeah,
We're going to have 5 breaks in this set.
How quick a leg can turn. Once 154, doesn't get the treble, so just needs to make sure he leaves it handy. 74 left, misses the 54, but if Wesley doesn't take out 80, he'll come back at 56.
For the set, Plaisier wants 80. Treble 20 hit. 2 darts at double 10. Inside double 10. 1 dart at 5s, and he's missed it again.
More missed darts at a double. Well, what a steal this would be for Wright. Single 16 for tops.
16 right in the middle of the bed. Tops over the top. Just settles again. 1 dart left in hand, and he's way underneath. And he slaps his hand impudently. He's not happy with that, Peter Wright, as well he might not be, because he's left the door open for Plaisier now. Does he attack this double 5? He's got to.
Yeah, surely. Just double checking, blows his hand.
Can't be timid on a dart like this, even if it is on double 5. 2 over the top. What about the last one? Underneath, he did attack it.
5-set darts dance.
And now Peter Wright back in for 2 10s to go 2-0 up in sets. Just outside with the first dart, pins him with the second, and after 4 breaks of throw, and it threatened to be 5, Peter Wright stepped in after many a missed start opportunity from Wesley Plaisier, and the Scot and 2-time world champion is 2 sets to 0 up here on talkSPORT 2. We'll play to a conclusion next. Peter Wright needs 1 more set to make it through to round 3 of the PDC World Darts Championship here at Ali Pali. punters inside the hall here at Ali Pali singing along to Robbie Williams, like their lives depend on it. Chris Mason's not joining in.
Oh, that would be the end of our listeners, I think, if they heard me blasting this one out.
You're allowed to sing on your birthday, you know that. 2 sets to love.
Happy birthday
there
to
you
me.
That's always grim, isn't it, when you've got to sing it to yourself?
You certainly are. Well, that's the life on the road, Dan.
Isn't it just?
You know the game.
Oh, God, yes. 2-0 to Peter Wright.
A little bit fortunate to be 2-0 up, has to be said. Missed opportunities in set 1 for Wesley Plaisier, and, well, what did he have there? 5 darts to wrap up set 2, but in step Peter Wright, averaged 92.88 in that second set. When I say fortunate, you'll know why. 98.11, and Wesley Plaisier now has missed 15 darts at a double. Dominated that set in terms of scoring, finishing, until it came to winning the set. And how often do we say that?
Yeah. So, trebles for show, doubles for dough.
Exactly. Match averages 92.82 for Peter Wright. That's the kind of number I thought that would be enough to win a match against Wesley Plaisier. Wesley Plaisier is for sure playing better than he did against Azimoto, but averaging 91.51. I'm trying to have a quick look over his seasonal numbers coming into this. I do have it.
Oh, he's got all the stats and facts and figures at his fingertips as Chris Mason.
I'm like a doctor, I just can't read my own writing. 90.91 for the season.
There you go.
So he's in and around his seasonal numbers. What can Peter Wright do from here? He should be buoyed and fancy the job from here.
48% win rate in 2024 is
horrific
for Peter Wright. Yes.
96
for any player.
Indeed, but you wouldn't expect it of a 2-time world champion so soon after winning those 2 world titles, because remember it was 2020 and 2022 when he triumphed here. 2022 final against Michael Smith.
Well, he kept digging Michael Smith out. He did it to in the slam, where he put these streaks of absolutely blistering levels of play together, and that was part of his makeup. You would sort of be locked in what you felt like was a battle with him, and then he'd just go on this run of 14, 12, 13, 11, 14. You know, we'd be averaging 108 over a period of 30 minutes, and he's just unplayable.
Well, Plaisier, who's under the pump here, has finished with a 118 and 140 to get down to tops. He's got the darts, Plaisier, in this 3rd set.
Yeah, this is a free hit for Peter Wright, and he's one of the players that understands the intricacies of playing set play. So he'll sort of, okay, well, I'll let you have this one, but I'm going to take care of my hold, and then I'm going to try and attack you on leg 3, and then I'm going to hold if I can't get to you, and then I'm going to attack you on leg 5.
Plaisier's just put that dart into tops and threw his hand out to the dart as if to say, that's where you should have been 2 minutes ago
140.
when I missed all those darts for the set.
That's pressure.
But he's got that first leg under his belt. And 2 140s, one apiece to start off this second leg of the 3rd set. Wright only needs this set to advance, remember. Plaisier's got to win all 3 from this point.
140.
Trading 140s here. Back-to-back 140s for Wright. Plaisier answered with a 140, only 95. Still in the leg though, 266. And a leg up in set 3, 2-2 Wright, and he's back in the treble 20, doesn't follow it. Yeah, I like that play. Picks off the 25, leaves himself 116, which takes away any opportunity of having to finish on a ball, because no one wants to do that. It's the smallest target on the board.
116 for Snakebite.
It's going to go, yeah, old school again. Single 20, needs the treble, doesn't get it. 76 left. That was a bit awkward, wasn't it, Dancer? It was blocked out. He tried to force one through.
And you're surprised at how little he comes downstairs when those blocks occur. 80 score from Plaisier from 208. Can he get another treble and pressurise the throw? He certainly can. 140 puts him on a 2-dart finish, but so too is Peter Wright. 16. Oh, 16 for tops. He's hit double 16, so he has to go for double 12. Inside that 1-dart at double 6, and he hits double 10 and busts the score completely.
Yeah, he's made an absolute mess of that, and that's a lack of confidence.
He's made a right Horlicks of that. 68 for Plaisier.
A lovely old phrase that is. Single 20 leaves 48. Single 16 leaves double 16. Oh, he's in the wrong bed.
He's gone a bit early there.
There's a name for that, we say in the pub, but I can't do it on the radio. Oh, he's hit missed the big 16. Gets the 9, tops.
Oh, just on the wire, Peter Wright, for that dart at
top. He's had 6 darts at 56 and only 1 at a double.
Well, he's having the same problem that Plaisier had in the deciding leg of the previous set. Plaisier hits double 8 for a second time, this time to kill the leg off, and he's broken the throw. And now he's 2-0 up in this third set, with a chance to get back within a set of the 2-time world champion.
It's the lovely nature of set play.
Still a very popular man, Peter Wright. Those mohawks that they sell in the merchandise stands.
Well, when there's any left.
Yeah. Although one casual glance at that merchandise stall sees a lot of purple and yellow merchandise belonging to one certain player. Yeah. Which certainly wasn't there this time last year.
Yeah, in Germany, Peter's incredibly popular. The Peter Wright merch sells out pretty much on each day that they open and replenish the stock. But if I'm right here, I'm not really bothered about this now, because even if he grafts his way back to 2-2, he's still against the darts in the 5th.
Yeah,
I'd be saving energy here. Listen, if it comes up to win the leg, it's a bonus. If it don't, I don't care.
Well, it is already late. It's nearly 10 past 11 on this Tuesday evening at Ali's Pally.
60.
Fans are getting their VFM tonight, having taken their seats at 7 o'clock. We've seen Fallon Sherrock bow out of these championships to Ryan Meikle.
Yeah, played well though. Gave it a good go.
Meikle will take on Littler on Saturday night. Jeffrey de Graaf of Sweden and Ricardo Pietreczko, the other victors on the stage this evening in front of us.
I mean, star of the show tonight was Rashad Sweeting, wasn't it? He was fabulous.
Now here's a chance for double 8 for the set from Plaisier to take out a 1-3-6. And he's back within a set. And Peter Wright just has a quizzical glance away to his right-hand side. And that's a second ton plus checkout for the big Dutchman.
Yeah, it was a stinker of a set from Peter Wright, averaged 67.21. Plaisier, 14, 16 and 15 darts, so that is 45 darts to win the set, 100.20 average.
122.
And you just hear Charlie Korstefin calling out a lovely start to the first leg of this 4th set for Plaisier against the darts. Wright only hit 60 with his first visit. Steady ton there from Snakebite. Bedecked in purple for his choice of dart shirt and purple sort of velvet trousers this evening.
Yeah, it's very much a Christmas look.
And the purple mohawk with the little highlights in little diamond, it was like diamond encrusted mohawk that he's got going on.
Yeah, there's some effort gone into that.
Well, his missus does all that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not sure I'd want to be sat around with that going on. It's bad enough working on TV, Dance, when you got to do makeup and stuff.
Everyone looks at your shirts, not at your face. Yeah. That's the thing.
It's funny, I get that. Where's the shirts? I'm on the radio, man.
Exactly. Theatre of the mind.
Just pretend. Well, Wesley's form's continuing here. He's on a potential 11 darter. Hits a single 19, misses the treble 18 for double 12, but tees up tops after 12, and nothing Wright can do about it. Back on 184.
Yeah, chance for an early break here for Plaisier, but Peter Wright with 2 treble 20s hits a 180 to get down to double 2, just to ask the question of his opponent here. 3 darts in his hand for tops, Mace.
Yeah, I think he gets it. I think he's riding the crest of a wave. Yeah, 14 darter.
Yeah, he was inside double top, but very nicely into double 10, and he's broken the throw. Just takes a break at his table. They've both got separate tables.
Well, from 2-0 down dance, he's gone 14-16, 15-14. This little spell, he's averaging well over a ton.
If he played like this against Azimoto, he'd have been done and dusted in 15 minutes.
Yeah. 100.
Although that's not to discredit Azimoto, who had a lot of fun up there.
Yeah, he showed us what he can do. Here comes Wright. Is this the bounce back ability? 180s in consecutive legs.
And you could have fit another 12 darts in that bed.
Easy.
Plaisier comes downstairs and hits 6.19. That's nicely done. But Wright, what can he do to follow up the maximum? Just dips underneath the red bit with that tight tricep and then hits single 3, but a good treble 19 cover to end that visit.
I mean, this is night and day in terms of levels of performance, isn't it, for Plaisier? This is fabulous. It's averaging mid-90s.
83.
Checkout percentage a little low at 31%, but the opportunities created, 26 darts at a double to 15 for Peter Wright. Peter Wright very much in this.
100.
Down to 1-4-1 on the Plaisier throw. Wesley at the hockey, 1-0 up, 2 sets to 1 down. Wants 184, treble 20. They say, is he going to hit 180 like Peter Wright did now? He's going to come down for treble 16. Just misses it.
36.
So 48 left for the big man from the Netherlands, but Peter Wright 141 to break back. Won't go, hits a single 20 only, and again, so 101 left. 65. Went for the bull and hit 25.
Wesley required 48.
So 16 for double 16.
It is, or 8 tops, but it is 16 for double 16 for 2-0 in set 4. Gets it, nails it. Guess what? Another 14 darter. This is a real hot spell.
Felt like an extra thud to that dart as it landed in the bed.
Gave it a little bit of extra meat on the bone.
So 2-0 to Plaisier in set 4. Peter Wright has the darts at the start of the third leg, knowing he's got to break back, otherwise we're going to a deciding set
100
for our last match of the night. And you can still hear some smatterings of support for Snakebite.
100.
Only 100.
Well, they're a little jaded at this time of night, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I wonder why.
Especially the double session dudes.
Oh boy. When you see the size of those beer pitchers that they serve in the fans' village. There's people walking round who are holding on to them but can't see what angle they're holding it at, so they're just dripping beer on the floor.
59.
It's most invaluable poundage.
Well, they have a ride-on wet vac in the fans' village.
It's like a Zamboni you get at an ice hockey game, isn't it?
It is, exactly that.
95.
And the same kind of size.
Works overtime, that machine. Everyone's working overtime here. We're gone past nearly 11:15 this Tuesday night, and we're still playing.
Do we get overtime, Dan? Is it time and a half or something?
We're paid by the word, no, we're paid by the word, aren't we, Mace?
Well, right down to 127. Plaisier with a ton, down to 148. But it's right up first. A must-win leg.
Treble 20 hit. Treble 17 leaves double 8. 17 leaves the bull. Oh, yes! You heard that reassuring thud of the dart right in the centre. And he's got a leg back, but he now needs to break. And Plaisier has the darts.
He needs something similar here, doesn't he, to
99.
To take it to a fifth and deciding leg that he'd have to throw in to convert this 2-1 lead into a victory. And he's in the treble 20. Follows it. Almost vintage Peter Wright.
Well, he's half a dart ahead, though. Maybe slightly more than that. Just to give Wesley Plaisier something to think about, and he's coming up dry here.
41.
Only 41, so the break is very much on here for Snakebite.
Yeah, he now has the darts. They're both on 3-6-1. Plaisier's had 6 darts. Wright's only had 3. Make that 4, and it's not a treble. Neither's that. Gets there in the end, so a ton in front.
Averaging over 103 in this 4th set, Peter Wright, trying to wrestle back control of this second round tie. He is 2-1 up, but Plaisier, that's in sets, but Plaisier 2-1 up in legs in this 4th set. 2-6-1 for Wright. 3-1-7 though for Plaisier. And a 140 again from Snakebite.
Fantastic from Peter Wright.
These big clutch moments in these games, it's where the elite come to town. But a good pick-off of 6-19s from Plaisier, but it's right on a finish of 1-2-1, Mace.
Yeah, and he's gone to start on the ball. I don't mind that with Plaisier back on 1-8-3, but he's just complicating things here, and he's treble-less so far.
53.
Only 53. He's left himself work to do. When you're not in the greatest of form, keep it simple. 1-8-3 Plaisier, single 20. And of course he finds the treble. And another, down to 43. 68's got to go, or you fancy Plaisier to level things up at 2 sets apiece.
Treble 20 for double 4. The treble 20's hit. 2 4s for Wright. On the wire, 1 dart left. On the wire again. Even closer that time.
Tiniest of margins. He's got a look of disbelief.
Wesley required 43.
So 9 darts out of 27 attempted at double have been hit by Plaisier. 11 for double 16. The 11 is hit. Inside double 16 for the set, double 8, and he's inside double 8.
Clips the wire though. Both players on double 4. One to win the set. For Wright, it's to save the set, and he finds it. So it will go to a 5th and deciding leg of set 4. Wright wins it, he's through. Wesley wins it, we go to a deciding set.
So Charlie just letting Peter Wright know that he is indeed getting this final leg underway. And this is crucial stuff. He's already coming down for the 19s and comes up dry. It hit treble 4 when he was aiming for treble 18.
Do you know what? It's incredible. Only a spattering of seats are not occupied. Everybody's staying on to see the final parts of this match. As
can you imagine the queue of taxis outside going down to Muswell Hill?
Plaisier finds 2 treble 19s on cover to pretty much take control of the leg. Peter Wright finds the treble 19 on cover twice. He's down to 3-1-6, 3-8-2 Plaisier. He's at the oche. Treble 5. Single 20. Treble 19. His cover shooting's been outstanding. He's down to 290.
So he is half a dart ahead after 6 darts apiece. Again, Wright's first dart drops into small 20 underneath the red bit.
Pressure.
The tricep tightens, but another good cover on treble 19, this time from the 2-time world champion.
So edgy. One mistake here.
God, isn't it just?
And it's over. I think the fragility
42.
of Peter Wright, if this goes to a 5th set, I think he's in a world of trouble. But it's 2-4-8 Plaisier, 2-3-4 Wright. He's at the oche, 2 legs apiece in set 4. Peter Wright, 2 sets to 1 in front, a leg away.
60.
Now 174 points away from winning a much-needed match dance.
Only 60 on that visit. Plaisier from 2-4-8. Can he get down to a finish? Because Wright's not on one. No.
60.
Only 60 for Plaisier. It is very, very tense up there. Oh, treble 5, wayward dart from Wright, but another great treble 19 pickup.
Oh, it's been such a friend. Down to 82. Should at least get a dart at tops, at least. Plaisier back on 188. Finds the treble 20. Will he fill it? Ooh, he tried. Second prize leaves 48.
What a moment in this game. To win the match, 82 for Peter Wright. Bull for double 16. He's way outside.
It's going to be 19 bull. Double 6.
He's hit treble 19. Checks with the referee. Double 6 for the match for Wright. Gets it! Well, it was an unconventional route to get there, but get there he did. And the 2-time world champion almost apologetically shakes hands with the giant Dutchman Wesley Plaisier, because Peter Wright is through to round 3. A 3-1 win means he will face Jermaine Wattimena in the next round, averaging